Most of us have carried familiar ways of connecting through life, drawn from what feels comfortable or what we've always known. And that's okay, it's human. But here's a gentle revelation from research. There's a mindful practice rooted in the work of psychotherapist Edward Epley in the 1980s that studies show can lift satisfaction by 56%, just 56% more fulfillment from one thoughtful adjustment. Now, pause with me before assumptions arise. This isn't about effort or endurance. It's about tuning into her body's natural wisdom and aligning with it mindfully, rather than pushing against the flow. Stay present with me because what we're sharing today is grounded in decades of insight and it invites real harmony. Here's what so many overlook, and truly, it's not anyone's oversight. Our understanding of connection often blooms from stories, shared moments, or quiet experiments. Rarely do we pause to explore the gentle science of what truly resonates. Let me offer that now, with openness.
Research gently reminds us that only about 20% of women find full fulfillment from traditional rhythms alone. That leaves 80% yearning for a deeper layer of attunement. The heart of it? Most familiar paths emphasize depth or pace, yet studies whisper that true resonance comes from mindful contact with the external pleasure center, the sacred space alive with over 8,000 nerve endings. So many approaches drift past this without a touch, and that's simply the quiet gap. This one practice bridges it beautifully. But let's breathe into why this matters deeply for us in our golden chapters, especially if you're over 50. Intimacy in these years unfolds like a slow-blooming flower, perhaps with more savoring, less haste. You might sense the subtle shifts, moments that linger longer, a tender pressure to be fully present, or a soft wonder about the vitality still within. Here's the empowering truth. You hold gifts that time alone can give: depth of presence, a patient's heart, and the courage to truly listen to what unfolds. Our younger selves might have danced to quicker tempos, chasing sparks of intensity. Yet wisdom shows us the reverse. What truly touches, especially for mature hearts, is a partner who senses the rhythm of the moment, who lingers in the now, who weaves connection beyond the physical. And that's the essence of this practice. It's crafted for mutual blooming, not through striving, but through aligned awareness. Now, let's meet this practice with curiosity. It's called the Coital Alignment Technique, or CAT for short, a mindful alignment that echoes the grace of shared breath. At first, it mirrors a classic face-to-face embrace, yet one subtle shift invites everything to align. Here's how it unfolds. The one above eases slightly upward along the body until the base harmonizes with that outer zone of sensitivity. Rather than forward-back waves, CAT invites a vertical rhythm, gentle, rocking contact that shifts focus from inner drive to outer harmony. Why does this resonate so? Studies affirm that only 20% thrive on motion alone. The rest invite outer awakening to fully open. Everyday embraces often create a subtle space, distancing from that vital zone so many need. CAT dissolves this with grace. Positioned a touch higher with a rocking sway over thrust, it sustains soft, continuous presence right where it blooms. One study in the Journal of Sex and Marital Therapy shared that couples embracing CAT saw a 56% rise in shared joy. Just one mindful shift, and here's its quiet power. Partners weave a shared flow, with one guiding the downward ease and the other rising to meet it. This dance builds a tender rhythm, intensity unfolding like dawn. Together, in unity, it leads to depths that feel both profound and peaceful. Now let's walk through it mindfully, step by step, as your guide to CAT. Step 1. The invitation to begin. Settle into a classic face-to-face. She's cradled on her back, you're above, gazing into eyes that hold stories. Here, all is familiar, like coming home. Step 2. The heart shift. This is the gentle pivot. Ease yourself a breath higher, your chest near her shoulders. This lifts your hips subtly, so entry aligns not straight, but with the base resting softly against her outer sanctuary. Step 3. The rhythm of presence. Start with tenderness. Guide with just the essence, then let the whole rest in harmony. Now invite a rocking flow. Up and down, not in and out. No force, only sway. Let your entire being move as one. Slow, steady, like waves on a calm shore. Step 4. The dance of unity. Lead the downward grace while she rises to greet it, offering a soft counter. It's a push-pull breath. As you descend, she ascends. As you lift, she grounds. Together, you create endless, nurturing contact along her responsive landscape. Step 5. Honor her wisdom. Move unhurried at first, attuned to her essence. Notice her breath's deepening, her body's soft invitations. If she draws near, you're in flow. If tension whispers, soften further. Cat isn't precision, it's presence, a shared meditation in motion. While cat nurtures many, research also highlights a variation some souls cherish even more: the forward-facing woman on top embrace. This path shines because it empowers her to lead the symphony. Rhythm, angle, depth, all in her hands, while naturally awakening that outer zone. Why such grace? With her guiding, she crafts the perfect friction, precisely as her body sings. And since 96% of women invite external harmony alongside or beyond inner waves to fully unfold, this setup flows effortlessly. Studies echo this. Face to face with her above often sparks the highest shared light to weave it. When she's above, avoid quick lifts, rock instead. Lean forward so her outer essence meets your pelvic anchor. Sway front to back in smooth waves for the one below. Rest still at first, hands on hips like gentle anchors, or tracing her form with reverence. Let her find her tempo, then mirror with subtle rises. She leads, you harmonize. Now, the quiet amplifier for both paths: mindful touch. 96% of women welcome or need this outer caress, woven with inner flow. It multiplies joy. In cat, hands are free. Use them with care, circling softly while rocking. In woman on top, she might invite her own touch, or yours, or a shared tool. If shyness arises, whisper reassurance. Your joy in her unfolding is a gift. Insights from Emory University share that 7 in 10 women need this outer invitation to completion. It's not extra, it's essential. Weave it into your shared ritual, hands as bridges of care. And with openness, let's name what dims the light. Tenderly, so we learn. Pitfall 1. Haste over harmony. These paths thrive on slowness. Rushing scatters the rhythm, and without it, the spark fades. Begin as a whisper, let crescendo come like breath. Pitfall 2. Silence in the shared space. Every soul is unique. What sings for one may hum for another. Invite her voice. Does this feel like home? Shall we shift higher, softer, deeper? Dialogue isn't effort. It's the thread of true union. Pitfall 3. The inner pull. When focus turns inward to your own wave, the outer gaze softens. Her essence, breath, size, movements, holds the map. Stay here fully. Pitfall 4. Releasing too soon. These dances ask practice, like any mindful art. The first sway may feel new. That's the beauty return, refine. The coordination blooms with time. Understand this. These paths root in our shared biology, not chance. Only 20% find fullness in motion alone. The rest call for outer attunement. Cat and woman on top offer it by design, inviting biology's wisdom. Yet beyond form lies the true essence, your heart's stance. Approach as performance, and tension clouds the air. Approach as sacred exploration, listening, learning, mirroring, and transformation whispers. The aim? Not a rival, but a space where she feels truly witnessed, cherished, alive. Paired with presence and care, these practices become portals to deeper union. Here's your mindful invitation this week. Embrace cat without fanfare. In your next shared breath, make that upward ease. Rock with awareness. Notice, does she draw closer? Does her breath deepen like a shared secret? Next, welcome woman on top. Encourage her lead, her body's knowing. Weave in touch, yours, hers. as natural as heartbeat. Above all, converse after. What lit your soul? What calls for more? This listening is your path to mastery. Great connectors aren't gifted at birth. They cultivate, they witness, they tend the flame. And that's your grace unfolding now. If this shared wisdom stirs something resonant for your journey, tap like below. It helps our community grow, reaching more hearts seeking mindful intimacy. Share in the comments. Have you explored these paths? Which calls to you next? Your words weave connection, reminding us we're all learning together. Subscribe to Mindful Senior Living and ring the bell. We release weekly reflections on aging with intention, from breathwork to relational depth. Share this with a beloved. Together, we uplift all intimacies. For more layers, variations, breath timings, heart-open dialogues, watch our next reflection right here. It builds on today's light, inviting even richer flows. Remember, dear ones, fulfillment blooms not from force, but from wise alignment with life's rhythms. Stay awake, stay tender, and we'll meet again in this sacred space.